Hi, this is Ciano-Hendricks, and welcome to my special edition of Selling Ohio House Hunter series. Today, we are going to meet with Julia and Joe, and of course, baby Cooper, on their journey of finding their dream house. We're going to take them through 3 gorgeous homes in 3 different areas to see which one they will choose.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I do Salesforce consulting out of my home. I also co-own a company with my wife, Julia, called Obvious Coffee.
My name's Julia. I also do technology consulting, except I'm not lucky enough to work from home. I have to work in an office. As Joe mentioned, I am a co-owner of Obvious Coffee. We moved back to Cleveland from the Bay Area about 2 years ago.
All the way across the country.
Yeah.
Quite a long drive.
Yeah.
So.
And now we're renting in Solon. We didn't know where we wanted to be when we moved back here, so we wanted to give ourselves some time to, well, for me, I grew up here, to get reacclimated to the area, and for him to...
Yeah, and I think we'd like to stay on the east side. Her parents are actually in Solon as well, and then her office is kind of in the center between east side and west side, Independence area, so something where I think east side, or I like to call it the lower east side, would work really well for us.
So what is your wish list? Like, what is the most important things, Anna, I cannot live without?
So big kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open space. It doesn't have to be a fully open concept living space, but I need to be able to have clear sight lines. We have a 2.5-year-old son, and he likes to get into all kinds of things, and so the quicker I can get to him, the better. We're looking for 3 or more bedrooms.
Okay.
At least 2.5 baths.
Perfect. So 3+ bedrooms, 2.5 baths, really large kitchen, open concept, entertaining party house.
Yeah.
I love it.
We do love to entertain.
Okay.
I would say that if we could have a basement, that'd be ideal. If it was even better, it would be partially unfinished, because then we could actually roast coffee out of our home and not have to run a separate business space right now.
Okay.
We also have a large German Shepherd at home, and if we could have a yard. It doesn't have to be a massive yard.
All right.
Because I don't want to spend a lot of time mowing it, but something where she can roam.
Actually, tell a little bit about yourself, because people who are watching this don't know about Obvious Coffee and your name and everything, and how'd you come up with the name? So we'll have you guys.
Yes. So I found a YouTube video in 2015 of how to make coffee in a popcorn popper, and I was like, that's kind of neat. I didn't even think about that. So it was something where I went on Amazon, got myself a cheapo popcorn popper, got myself some beans, and went out back one afternoon on the deck in the house that we were renting, and it was kind of an enjoyable experience. I really had fun, and it was cool watching green things turn brown. So at that point in time, I talked to my wife Jules. We ended up buying a small sample roaster called a Benmore. And so that's a small drum roaster for like home roasting. So I really enjoyed the whole home roasting process. So I kept doing that to a point where I was making so much coffee that I couldn't safely drink it.
Oh my gosh.
So I started giving it to friends and family, and the feedback that I got was, hey, this is great, but you should probably think about selling this. And that was something I was like, I didn't even think about that. So we ended up officially starting a business in 2016 that is a coffee roastery. And you can find us at farmers markets and various other locations throughout Northeast Ohio. My wife's a former barista from the Caribou Coffee days.
Awesome.
And so she works a lot with the drinks and the suggestions of how to brew, and then I'm focusing really more on the roasting side. One of my friends, as a joke, was like, hey, you should just name it Obvious Coffee Company. I'm like, that's brilliant. And he's like, I was kidding. And I'm like, well, I'm not.
Okay.
It was something where it was kind of a little organic name, but it definitely lends itself to puns. We're not super serious. We like to kind of keep a more fun vibe when it comes to our company. So it's something that also kind of allows us to do that.
So I have 3 houses picked out for you guys today. 2 for selfish reasons. I'm keeping you guys in Kent. So I want the Obvious coffee or supposed to be right down the road, so I can just walk to it. You know, that'd be ideal for me. I would love that. But no, one is a horse farm on 4 acres of land. I love it because it's colonial and there's a lot of different space. There is a great unfinished part for you guys.
Nice.
A finished part too with a bathroom, so I thought that would be really good. A lot of rooms, really nice private den too, if you guys need to do, you know, work from home. So you have your privacy, and I like this is tucked away in the back. So you definitely will have your privacy, and you know, Cooper can still play and whatnot. It is 4 bedrooms, so it's going to give that space. It's traditional colonial. I know it's a little bit of a yard, but I wanted to show it to you guys. The second one is a model home. So it's a Ryan home. And if you guys don't like the model, we can always entertain building. But I love it because it's turnkey and ready. So it's the model is for sale. That doesn't happen very often. So it is available to move in right away. And it's a great development, and it's right next to a community playground, so Cooper can play and have lots of friends and sidewalks and whatnot. And the last one is in Twinsburg, so I don't think it's very far from where you're probably living now and your parents. It's a gorgeous colonial, again, really nice neighborhood, great yard, sidewalks. It has a lot of space where you can have an office and den, and there is a finished portion, but again, an unfinished portion too. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a look at all 3.
Great.
All right.
Sounds good.